What's up, BookTube? Welcome back. My name is Laura if you're new here, and today I'm talking about some books coming out in June. This year is half over. I hate that. But we are just going to very kindly not think about the passage of time right now because it will freak me out. And instead we're going to focus on the fact that it's June, which means Pride Month, and also a whole lot of books coming out. I believe for this month on my personal TBR I have 11 books to talk about with you guys. The first book that I have for June is coming out on June 7th, and that is Hell Followed With Us by Andrew Joseph White. This cover is everything. It is so cool. This one is a YA sci-fi dystopian that has to do with Armageddon and our main character who is infected with a bioweapon inside of his body. So he's on the run from the cult who's trying to use this weapon to destroy the world, and he's rescued by a group of queer teens who are going to try and help him. And that's where he meets Nick, who is gorgeous, autistic, and a deadly shot, and he knows Benji's darkest secret, which is that the cult bioweapon is mutating him into a monster deadly enough to wipe humanity from the earth once and for all. So that's really all that I know about it. I've heard lots of people talking about this book. It is very hyped up. I can't wait to get to this one. My cat's meowing. Are you okay, Bella? Bella, why am I up here? My Bella. She's upset. She can't see me. I can't wait to get to this book. It just sounds so freaking good. It sounds really unique and just interesting. Depending on how it goes, I might have a bit of a hard time with it because I have a body horror phobia. So I'm hoping that the way that the bioweapon thing is described is not going to trigger that, but wish me luck there. Next up, also on June 7th, is Wrath Gotta Sing by Deane. Once again, stunning cover. I am obsessed with it. And for this one, I'm just going to read the tagline of the synopsis on Goodreads because it really just does the book justice. It says, drawing on ancient texts and modern archaeology to reveal the trans woman's story hidden underneath the well-known myths of the Iliad, Deane's Wrath Gotta Sing weaves a compelling, pitiless, beautiful vision of Achilles' vanished world, perfect for fans of Song of Achilles and the Inheritance trilogy. That is all that I know, and that's all that I want to know. This is a trans version of the Iliad. I did read Song of Achilles and I liked the general story, but I hated the romance in it. I wanted to love that book, but I just didn't because of Achilles, the character. I thought he was horrible. But knowing how popular Song of Achilles is, I think this one is going to do just as well, hopefully, and will maybe even be better, for me at least. Moving on to June 9th, we've got Otter Still by Deane and Bryn. Cover, wow. Wow, beautiful. They're all beautiful. We know this by now, but I'm going to continue to mention it because I can't help myself. This one might also trigger my body horror thing. It follows our main character who was infected by a sentient parasite attached to his brainstem, and it's fully changing his personality, as well as influencing his emotions and sassing him with his own memories as it slowly takes over his body. So that's the gist of the story. There's also a male-male romance in there, which I'm very excited about. I really hope the body horror isn't too bad for this one because I like the idea of sci-fi with all the parasites and everything like that. It sounds creepy as fuck, but the body horror is real for me. I can't deal with it. So I really hope that I'll be able to read this one. I'll definitely give it a shot and just hope for the best. On June 15th, A Song of Silver and Gold by Melissa Karibian is coming out. I am beyond excited for this one. It is a sapphic pirate fantasy with sirens involved. Our main character is the captain of a ship, and she's had to disguise herself as a man while she's out on this revenge campaign against the sirens after they killed her brother. Meanwhile, our other main character is a siren who was responsible for the deaths of the mainland princess, and so she's given a human body and sent to our other main character's ship to try and change their mind about murdering all sirens, basically. And of course, the two fall in love, and I just can't wait for it. It's a sapphic retelling of the Little Mermaid, which was my favorite Disney movie growing up. It probably still is, to be honest. I love that movie with my whole heart and soul. And so the fact that I get to have that movie but in book form with queer people, yes. Yes, I'm so here for this. And then on June 20th, we've got Titan, a Gargoyle Daddy Dom romance by Jillian Graves. So this one I actually found on TikTok, and the author was asking people to sign up for arcs. So I actually have an arc of this one that I'll be reading very shortly. I am so excited for this one. I have recently come to terms with the fact that I fucking love monster romances. They're so much fun and they're just ridiculous good fun, and I really enjoy them. And this just sounds incredible. It follows our main character who is a former child star, and now she's running into some hard times, and so she goes to find a sugar daddy and meets the gargoyle daddy dom of her dreams. And and then things go from there. It sounds so ridiculous and so much fun. I can't wait to read this book. I'm just so happy that these books exist because like they're just such a good time. On June 21st, Fake It Till You Bake It by Jamie Wesley is coming out, and this one is about a reality star and a cupcake baking football player who have to pretend to be a couple in order to save his bakery. That sounds adorable. I love the fake dating trope. It is just such a good time. It always leads to so much angst and chaos. I love it. So I have high hopes for this one. Okay, and my battery is dying, so I have to speed through these last ones here. But on June 28th, Our Crooked Hearts by Melissa Albert's coming out. I'm so excited. This is the author of the Hazelwood duology, which I adored. That is one of my favorite fantasy worlds of all time. So I have really, really high hopes for this one. Honestly, I really have no clue what this book is about. Like, even reading the synopsis, I'm very confused by it. I don't really know how to sum up what it's about because I genuinely no clue. I just saw the author's name and was like, yep, adding that to my TBR. So that's what happened there. I know it's an urban fantasy and there's witches involved, and that's really all that I've been able to glean from the synopsis. But like, yeah, no clue what's happening here, but I'm still looking forward to it regardless. Hopefully it'll be just as good as the Hazelwood was. June 28th brings us The Dream Runners by Shveta Thakrar. This is the author of, what was it called? Star Daughter, I think it was. I haven't read that one yet, but I really want to. It sounds amazing still. And this one has one of my favorite tropes, which is a portal fantasy, except the portal takes you to a spirit realm. So it says, 7 years ago, Tanvi was spirited away to the subterranean realm of Nagalok, where she joined the ranks of the Dream Runners, which are human children freed of all memory and emotion, charged with harvesting mortal dreams for the consumption of the Naga court. That sounds fucking cool. That sounds so cool. That is all that I know about it, and I don't have time to really do more because my battery is like seconds away from dying here, so I gotta be quick. So we're just going to move on from that one. I'm sorry for the lack of synopsis there, but like, sounds fucking cool. Like, just Naga court? Yes, please. I need that right now. And then finally on June 28th, we've got American Royalty by Tracy Livesay. And this one is a dangerously sexy rom-com that evokes the real-life romance between Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan Markle. Again, that's all that I know about it. I saw that tagline and was like, sold. Like, I want that. It sounds really fun, and like, I love romances that have to do with royalty. No idea why, because like, otherwise, I don't care about the royal family whatsoever. Like, not even a little bit. But for some reason, royalty in romances just really does it for me. I love it. So I have high hopes for this one, and like the cover is gorgeous as well. I'm so excited for it. This one has been on my TBR for quite a while now, and I've just been like waiting for the release date so impatiently, and it's finally almost here. Can't wait for it. Alright, so those are all the books that I have coming out for June that are on my TBR. Let me know which release for June that you were most looking forward to. But otherwise, sorry for the rushed ending here, but thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are in the world, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!